Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to do another little video about picking my favorite drivers because I'm in the middle of the Dayton Surround project with 123 Toyd, and right now I'm evaluating crossovers and things like that, and there's not really much to share. And I really enjoyed doing those videos about my top 3 tweeters or my top 3 woofers, but I always constrained those videos to drivers that I've used. This time I want to do the drivers I would pick if I had unlimited cash and I could just go online and order whatever I wanted. So no constraints, just a lot of daydreaming and fun. Because I know as DIY speaker builders, we've all done this. We've just imagined our dream speaker build, but we can't really spend several $1,000s on drivers because our wives will kill us. So I went through these data sheets and things like that, and I came up with these. I started with 4 B&C 18-inch iPal woofers for the below 100 Hertz range. These things are 2 ohms each, and I'd wire them in series and then have 2 on each side for a 4 ohm load. The B&C iPals are insane woofers. They have incredible technology built into them and extremely powerful motors on them and just amazing subwoofers. For woofers, I had a hard time deciding between 2, but I was more leaning towards 2 Accuton S280-6-282. This woofer is fairly big because I would only use that from about 100 Hertz, so from the B&C subs up to about 500 Hertz, and so they're 11-inch. There's 2 of them, so there's a lot of driver area there to move that kind of frequency range, no problem. I'd pick that because it would match the mid-range driver that I am contemplating here. Well, one of the mid-range drivers. We got a multi-way driver here. So one of the mid-range drivers would be from about 500 Hertz up to 1,000 Hertz would be the Accuton C168-6-990. So this has low 90s sensitivity, you know, a 7-inch driver that can handle mid-frequencies very well. It's got high-tech motor and everything in it, and it just looks cool. And we're talking whatever I want, right? So it would match the woofers very nicely. We'd have 2 11-inch woofers and the 7-inch woofer. It would look good. And then from 1,000 Hertz up to, say, about 3,000 Hertz, we'd use the Volt VM752 3-inch dome mid. It's basically the same as the ATC 3-inch mid that everybody talks about, but you can't really get that anymore. So this is a similar dome mid-range, and it's got crazy good mid-range clarity and everything else, although I've never heard it. You may, if someone were to try to replicate this speaker, you may end up compressing both those bandwidths into a different driver, like a 4 or 5-inch Accuton instead, just because you get too many bandwidths and it's actually very difficult to design. But I can use crazy crossover slopes and do whatever I want actively, so I'm pretty sure I could make this work, and it would look pretty darn cool too. Finally, for the tweeter, so we're talking about 3,000 Hertz and up. This was hard because I immediately went to the RAAL driver selection, RAAL. There's these ribbon tweeters, they're, you know, everybody's crazy about them. And I started looking around, and the thing with ribbons is if you have too small of a ribbon, it can't handle the low frequencies very well and things like that. It has more distortion. And if you have a large ribbon, then you get lots of vertical directivity and things like that. So ribbons have this kind of like inner battle, really. Like, you go bigger, you get problems, you go smaller, you get problems. And I couldn't find anything in the sweet spot, or at least what I thought was the sweet spot. So I got 2 here. I got the RAAL 140-15D. This is a 21 square centimeter ribbon. It's really big. I think I'd probably try a big one before I'd try a small one. But I also, in my mind, I kept going back to the Viawave GRT 145. That's partly because I've used it before, and it is super good. But I know it can handle those low frequencies, and it's got a small enough ribbon that it still has good directivity and everything. So I mean, whatever. It's a speaker, it's a dream speaker, so you could pick really anything. And if I didn't like one of these options, I could just try another one. So anyways, all of this would be driven with multiple amps and active processors and everything. I like woodworking. I'm pretty good at woodworking, but I'd probably still hire someone to make just like awesome cabinets that are curved and great veneer, colorful. I like colorful veneer and colorful speakers, so you know, lots of red dye or green dye or something funky like that. And the iPals, the BNC subwoofers, they'd be in separate cabinets. I believe in that when it comes to subwoofers, that they should be in separate cabinets, so you can move them and put them into the corners and things like that, and do some manipulation with the bass frequencies. So that's it, guys. Those are my dream speakers. Well, my dream drivers, I guess, that would form my hopefully dream speaker if I ever had the chance. What is yours? Is there a driver out there that you just salivate over that costs $1,000 or something like that, and you can't you can dream about buying it. You can only dream about buying it. You can't afford it. How would you use it, and you know, why? Why do you like it? There's actually a lot of high-end drivers out there, and I wasn't able to go through all of them. So maybe, you know, maybe you've seen something on an obscure website somewhere. Post it in the comments and let me know. I'd be interested to hear and check it out. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this fun little video of my dream builds, and please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, whatever. Check out my other videos. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.